Every time you open a website, there is a hidden conversation going on. You only see the final page, but understanding the conversation is quite important if your work is even remotely related to tech. We will learn all this, and don't worry, I'll not bore you with textbook definitions. A URL or Uniform Resource Locator is what you see in the top search box in the browser. Something like this. A URL tells your browser what you want and where to get it from. Your browser is the client, which is asking for data, and the computer which will give this data would be called a server. In a URL, we have multiple parts. First, HTTP is the protocol that tells how the client will talk to the server. In practice, almost all websites use HTTPS, which is HTTP plus encryption for secure transfer. Then www.youtube.com is the domain name, which tells who to talk to, or in short, the server. Then we have the path, in this case, watch. This tells the server which page or resource you are asking for. And finally, anything after the question mark is called query parameters. These parameters give extra details about what you want. In this example, the query parameter tells YouTube which exact video the client is asking for. So the full URL says use HTTP to talk, go to YouTube server, ask for the watch page, and give me the video whose ID is this. That's how a URL tells the browser what to fetch. Now the browser doesn't know what the letters youtube.com mean. They only understand numbers like this. This is called an IP address. So we would need a way to convert each domain name to IP address. This is done by DNS or domain name system. It takes in the domain name, checks and returns the IP address that points to the server asked via the domain. Now the browser knows where to go. It's like you know which number to call finally. Now we know who to talk to. But how? There needs to be a way and rules to establish the communication. Before any real data is exchanged, the browser and the server first establish a reliable connection. This happens through something called a TCP three-way handshake. It works like this. First, browser sends a request to the server to start a connection. Then, if everything is alright, server responds with an acknowledgement. The browser sends an acknowledgement back in response signifying that all is good and communication can start. Only after this handshake is successful, the actual data transfer starts. Similar to how a phone call only begins after both sides pick up and confirm the connection. Transmission Control Protocol or TCP is used to establish this reliable connection, and it ensures that messages arrive in order, nothing is lost, and the connection is stable and reliable. Now that the call is set up, the real communication can begin. This is done by HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's a set of rules that allows a web browser to send a request to a web server and receive data such as HTML files, images, and other multimedia to display a web page. Using this protocol, the browser sends a request to the server. This is how the request looks like. Get signifies that this is request to get data. The data after it specifies what to fetch. And host header tells the server which site you are asking for. This is an example of HTTP request. The data in the request is visible in the URL and is not secure. So, to secure the connection, we use HTTPS protocol, which is secure version of HTTP. Now the server has received your request. It knows what you want, who asked for it, which is your browser, and how to send it back over the same TCP connection. So the server prepares a response and sends it back to your browser. A typical response looks like this. The first line has the status code. 200 OK means everything went well. If something goes wrong, you will see 404, 500, 403, 301, etc. in the status code. Then comes the content type, which tells the browser what kind of data it has returned. Content type can be HTML, JSON, PNG, CSS, etc. And then finally, the actual data itself is at the bottom of the response. Now the browser has the HTML, but raw HTML is not what you see. Your browser still needs to build the page. This involves multiple steps. The browser reads the HTML and builds a structure called the DOM, which is Document Object Model. This is the skeleton of the page. When the HTML says this, the browser sends another HTTP request to fetch styles.css file. This file decides fonts, colors, alignments, basically how everything looks on the web page. Once this is rendered back on the browser, it can give style to the web page. And if the HTML contains something about JavaScript, the browser makes yet another request to fetch the JavaScript file. JavaScript controls interactivity, like clicking buttons, playing the video, showing recommendations, loading comments, etc. After the browser knows what elements exist via DOM, how they should look via CSS, and what they should do through JavaScript, then it paints everything on your screen. This is the moment the web page appears. And this whole thing happens within milliseconds. When you visit a website, the browser doesn't just send one request, it sends dozens. One for HTML, many for images, for CSS, for JavaScript, for videos, and many for API data. Your network tab in DevTools, which you can access by clicking on F12, shows all these requests happening in real time. So even though you type just one URL, there is a whole swarm of conversations happening in the background. After the browser downloads everything it needs, the TCP connection is closed. If you later scroll or click something that needs more data, a new request is sent again. So the entire flow looks like this. We type a URL, browser reads the URL and figures out what you want. DNS converts domain to IP address. TCP handshake creates a connection. Browser sends HTTP request. Server sends HTTP response. Browser fetches CSS, JavaScript, images, whatever is asked in the request. Browser renders and shows the page. And then connection closes. This is the real conversation happening every time you open a website. You just see the beautiful UI. The messy part happens behind the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.